Good afternoon. It's nice to be here once again. I appreciate your time. What do you do when your Bible study begins to turn into an argument? It's time to end the Bible study because there's something seriously wrong here. An argument should not be happening in any Bible study. A discussion, even if you want to get heated, that's okay. You have some points of view, and I could see where there's a few things that could happen, absolutely. But if it becomes an argument, it's time to move on or end it altogether. If someone can't move on and they have to stay on that subject and they can't let go and they're just hanging on, dog with a bone in its mouth will now let it go. You're tugging on that rope there with a dog and it just ain't letting go. It's time to move on. It's time to let go. We have a serious problem at that point. It's okay to disagree. I have no problem with that. People disagree. It happens. My eyes are a little squinty. Get a little sun out today, which is, I'm not complaining about having sun. You have to move on. The Bible talks about dusting on feet, move on. Nobody ever wins a debate. I don't know of any that people get into a debate, and once someone's made their mind going in, you're not going to change it. So if you have a Bible study, or even if you're witnessing to someone and having a discussion, if you're trying to convert them and change them, I would say that's the wrong approach. If all you want to do is give them the gospel, and you give them the truth, and you give them the facts, we say facts, and they don't want them, they don't want them. You have to let that sit in them. Because they might get it 3 days later, 5 days later, you don't know. God will move in their hearts. If they're one night they're just sitting there thinking about something you may have said, it might, reveal itself. And that's a beautiful thing. But don't go witnessing to people just for the conversion itself. Because then you find yourself forcing the situation. You want to force the Bible down their throat. Well, God's not a dictator. He's a free will God. Give the information. They want it, they'll take it. They don't, they won't. It's I hate to break it down sometimes, so simple, but it really is that simple. If someone's mind is made up, well, there you go. It's made up. And someone will say, well, convince me. More often than not, anyone tells you, convince me, in no way is going to be convinced. They're just playing the game. Don't play the game. Don't get bogged down with that kind of stuff. That's all garbage and nonsense. Give the truth, give the scriptures, give the facts. Again, it will fall on who will be listening. Remember, those who have ears will hear. Not the... Look at the phrase now, itching ears will sometimes hear what they want. It's just that simple. If it doesn't fit with their narrative of life, it's a rejection. Remember, anytime they follow anything, and people say, I don't follow anything, well, that is an absolute lie. You follow something. I would say people follow the NFL like it's a religion. Think about it. People go to church every Sunday, right? And even people in the church follow football. Every Sunday, got to be there. Well, same thing with guys who watch football. Every Sunday, got to be there. Now, this is not me trying to mock them for watching football. I've moved on from that. It doesn't do anything for my walk with God and my daily life. It gives me a few hours of wasted time and maybe some snacks I shouldn't have been eating. But you follow something. Everyone follows something. Even if it's following nothing, you're following nothing because of a reason. I know that sentence sounds strange at first, but it's there. Try not to make this video too long, but don't get bogged down in arguments on things. You can give them, and people say, well, Paul argued. I would disagree. And what is your definition of argue? Now, screaming up and down is one thing, but arguing the scriptures and talking about the scriptures in a loving manner is one way. But being angry and then volatile and using foul language or calling someone names, well, now we've got a problem. I personally border on questioning someone who calls themselves a Christian if they're just going to go out name calling. Just a fact. If someone doesn't agree with me, I don't say, "Oh, they're idiots. They're so ignorant. They're obtuse and they're morons and they're retards." And who does that? The world does that. People without God do that. Okay, some people don't, and they have some, but you find that more often in the world. Don't get involved in all that. And by the way, people mock you. Awesome. Bring it on. Because usually mocking is out of hate. Or they'll say, "No, it's because of your ignorance." No, you hate me. You hate what I stand for. You hate. Because it's not what you want. You don't like what I like. Especially when it comes to Christians. Real born-again, Bible-believing Christians. I don't mean the ones who show up on Sunday with the nice suits because they have to and then just go drinking the rest of the week. I'm about to sneeze, so I'm going to make this video done now. God bless. I love you. Have a beautiful day.